5 worst prisons in Africa. Welcome to a world that few have ever dared to enter. A world where the walls are high, the cells are cramped, and the guards are merciless. This is the world of the 5 worst prisons in Africa, places that are as creepy as they are dangerous. These are not your typical prisons, with their basic amenities and human rights protections. Oh no, these prisons are something else entirely. They are places where disease and despair are rampant, and the only way to survive is to become as ruthless as those who keep you locked up. In these prisons, life is a constant struggle, a daily battle just to stay alive. But the stories we tell are not just about survival. They are about the courage, resilience, and willpower of those who find themselves trapped in these dark and dismal places. So, join us as we explore the depths of these prisons, where the human spirit is tested to its limits, and the only way out is through sheer determination and a never-say-die attitude. Are you ready to enter the world of the 5 worst prisons in Africa? Let's go. Number 1. Makala. Our first stop is Makala Prison, located in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which has been described as a living hell. The prison has a capacity of around 1,500 inmates, but currently houses over 8,000, making it one of the most overcrowded prisons in the world. As a result, prisoners are forced to sleep on the floor without blankets or pillows. The lack of hygiene in the prison has led to the spread of diseases, such as tuberculosis and cholera. Due to the lack of medical staff, the sick and dying inmates are often treated by other prisoners. Makala Prison has been criticized for its inhumane living conditions, with some prisoners having to go without food for days at a time. The scarcity of food and clean water has led to malnutrition and dehydration among inmates. The prison also lacks proper ventilation, leading to suffocating heat during the day and cold nights. Many inmates are subjected to long periods of solitary confinement without trial, leading to mental health issues and increased risk of suicide. Reports of violence and abuse are also rampant in Makala Prison, with some inmates being beaten or tortured by guards. The prison is also known for its corrupt practices, with some prisoners having to bribe guards for basic necessities such as food and water. Pollsmoor Maximum Security Prison, South Africa. One of the most notorious prisons in South Africa, Pollsmoor Maximum Security Prison, is considered one of the scariest and most dangerous prisons on the African continent. Located in the suburb of Tokai in Cape Town, the prison has a history of riots, violence, and gang activity. Built in 1964, Pollsmoor was originally designed to hold a maximum of 4,000 prisoners, but currently houses over 7,000. The overcrowded conditions, combined with a shortage of staff, have created an environment that is volatile and often deadly. Pollsmoor is known for its brutal treatment of prisoners, including the use of electric shock devices and torture. Inmates are often subjected to long periods of solitary confinement and are denied basic human rights, such as access to proper medical care and adequate food and water. The prison is also notorious for its high levels of gang activity, with several rival gangs vying for control. This has led to frequent outbreaks of violence, including stabbings, beatings, and even murders. In 2013, a prison warden was killed by a group of inmates during a riot, highlighting the dangers faced by both prisoners and staff. In addition to the dangerous conditions inside the prison, Pollsmoor has also been plagued by a number of scandals over the years. In 2004, it was revealed that the prison officials were involved in a smuggling ring that brought drugs and cell phones into the facility. And in 2015, a video surfaced that showed inmates openly using drugs and alcohol inside the prison, leading to widespread outrage and calls for reform. Gitarama Prison, Rwanda. Gitarama Prison, also known as 1930, is a maximum security prison located in the city of Gitarama in Rwanda. What makes this prison unique and intriguing is its history and the role it played during the 1994 Rwandan genocide. During the genocide, the prison became a site of mass murder, with over 5,000 Tutsi prisoners and other ethnic minorities being brutally killed by Hutu extremists. The prison was intentionally overcrowded, and the inmates were denied food, water, and medical care, making it a death trap. Some prisoners were also subjected to torture and other forms of abuse. Today, Gitarama Prison stands as a stark reminder of the atrocities committed during the genocide. However, the prison has undergone significant reforms in recent years to improve its conditions and promote reconciliation. One unique aspect of Gitarama Prison is the use of art therapy as a means for rehabilitation of the prisoners. The prison has a program that allows inmates to express themselves through art with the goal of promoting healing and emotional well-being. Some of the artwork created by these inmates has been displayed in exhibitions around the world. Another intriguing aspect of Gitarama Prison is the presence of a basketball court. The prison has a basketball team that plays against other teams in the region, promoting sportsmanship and teamwork among the inmates. Despite these efforts, Gitarama Prison remains a daunting and frightening place. It is heavily guarded and the conditions are still harsh, with many prisoners serving long sentences for crimes related to the genocide. However, the use of art therapy and sports programs highlights the prison's unique approach to rehabilitation and offers a glimmer of hope for the future. Kamiti Maximum Prison, Kenya. Moving forward, we have the Kamiti Maximum Prison located in Nairobi, Kenya, and is one of the largest and most notorious prisons in Africa. It was originally built in the 1950s to hold around 700 prisoners, but currently houses over 4,000 inmates, making it extremely overcrowded. The prison has a reputation for being one of the harshest and most dangerous prisons in Kenya, with a long history of abuse, torture, and inhumane conditions. Inmates are often subjected to long periods of solitary confinement and denied access to basic human needs such as food, clean water, and medical care. One of the most unique and intriguing features of Kamiti Maximum Prison is the presence of a thriving rehabilitation program that aims to help prisoners reintegrate into society. The program offers education and vocational training, including carpentry, tailoring, and agriculture. It also offers therapy and counseling services to help prisoners cope with the psychological trauma of imprisonment. Despite the efforts to reform the prison, however, it remains a frightening and dangerous place. The prison is known for its high levels of violence and gang activity, and inmates are often pitted against each other in brutal fights. In 2016, a riot broke out at Kamiti, resulting in the death of several inmates. If you're enjoying this video, please give the video a thumbs up and drop some comments as a show of support. I promise you, it doesn't go unnoticed. And finally, the Black Beach Prison in Equatorial Guinea. The Black Beach Prison is located in the city of Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, and is considered one of the most notorious and brutal prisons in Africa. It was originally built in the 1940s by Spanish colonial authorities and has since been used by successive governments to imprison political dissidents and opponents. The prison is known for its extreme overcrowding, with as many as 200 prisoners crammed into a single cell. Inmates are often denied basic human needs such as food, water, and medical care, and are subjected to frequent beatings, torture, and other forms of abuse. What makes Black Beach Prison unique and intriguing is the level of secrecy surrounding it. The government of Equatorial Guinea has been accused of denying access to international human rights organizations and journalists, making it difficult to know the full extent of the abuses that take place within its walls. However, there have been some accounts of the horrors that go on inside Black Beach Prison. Inmates have reported being subjected to electric shocks, waterboarding, and other forms of torture. They are also forced to work long hours in dangerous conditions, often without pay. One particularly chilling aspect of Black Beach Prison is the presence of a condemned cell, where inmates are held in complete isolation for years at a time. They are denied contact with other prisoners and are only allowed out of their cells for a few minutes each day. Many prisoners who have spent time in the condemned cell have reported suffering from severe psychological trauma. As we wrap up our exploration of these terrifying African prisons, we can't help but feel disturbed by the stories we've uncovered. These institutions are places of unimaginable suffering, and the individuals held within their walls deserve better. If you found this video informative, please subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Our next video will blow your mind. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. But until then, guys, stay safe and stay vigilant.